couple of requests to quickly show you how to create the desired charts that show us the trend lines and the slope equation. So here's a sample of data that I took off of another student's sheet. And what I want to do is make a chart. Now you have 4 tabs down here. I just have one. I'm just going to do it once. You do this 4 times. I'm going to choose everything from C2 all the way down to D7, and I can do it just by clicking and dragging like this. All right, that's one way to do it. I can also just click here once and then shift click here. Either way, you choose the data under displacement and force, and then you insert a chart. A chart shows up. I would prefer a line chart, so I'm going to click here. And there's a line, there's my data. Now, I want a little bit more information, so I go to Customize, Series, and I scroll down till I see Trend Line. There it is. The trend line blue and my data line is blue. I'm going to make the trend line pop out a little bit by changing its color. There it is. There's my trend lines, the best fit line. And the last thing I'm going to do here is add equation, use equation. Okay, so I can close my editor now, and what I've got here is a chart of this data, and it shows me that indeed I've got a pretty linear relationship here, right? The blue is the actual data, and the red is the best fit line for that data. And what do we see here? I don't know. When we pull with 4 newtons of force, we can expect the spring, if we go off our data line, to stretch just under 10 centimeters, just under 0.01 meters. If I use the trend line, I can expect 4 newtons to stretch this particular spring just over 10 centimeters, maybe 12 centimeters or so. That's what this means. This number here is the slope, 288. 288 what? 288 rise over run, 288 newtons per meter. To stretch this spring 10 centimeters took just right around 4 newtons of force. To stretch it a full meter would take 288 newtons of force. That's what that means. So this is a quantification of the elasticity of the spring. That's what that slope number represents. Every so often when you do this, something weird happens here. I'm going to change this. Every so often I see this on people's work, and I don't quite know why, but sometimes I see this. Oops. Sometimes I see this, right? And I say, wow, that's a funky looking chart. And then what you have to do, if you do see a weird looking chart, come in here and get displacement off your series, X, and add displacement to your add x-axis displacement, and then you get. It's funny, often it does it often it does it properly on its own, and sometimes it just doesn't. If you end up with a few different lines, like one down here horizontally and another one up here doing weird stuff, that's probably what went wrong. Again, just go to Setup, and then make sure your x-axis is displacement and your series is force. And that's it. Alrighty. Hope that helps. Talk to you soon.